Like the photography profession, how what do you see, what's today versus what might be in the next 10 or 15 years, at the end of the day?
Well, it's the photography has changed so tremendously that it's not needed professionally nearly as much as it used to be. Like, for instance, we used to do tons of slides for sales meetings and things like that.
Sure, for corporations,
Corporations,
sure.
and what they call view graphs on the overhead projectors, look like a big slide.
Right.
And that sort of thing. I used to do thousands of those a week. And now, of course, PowerPoint has just totally eliminated that.
Right.
No one uses slides anymore. And so, therefore, like, I used to always have a full-time assistant. I don't anymore because the things that they did every day to keep them busy, like, for instance, processing and mounting slides and doing all this kind of stuff, that's not done anymore. Everything's done on a computer.
Right.
And so, instead, what I do is to just, if I have a job where I need an assistant, I hire them by the day.
Okay.
Or I use other, freelancers and things like that.
Photographers,
Yeah, other freelance photographers. So it's changed that way. So it's much more difficult to get into the profession. There's no real way for someone to learn the business today. And also, like all the corporations, every corporation had huge photography staffs.
Right.
Now they don't have any at all.
Really?
And so they can't get a job there, or the big studios have all gone away.
And I guess with the media as well, as media has changed, and you see, like, the Associated Press or National Public Radio, the whole local media, has changed dramatically. That
it has.
Like you said, you started in the news business out there, and I remember everybody's dream, I guess, as a kid was, who was it? Working for the Daily Planet, Superman.
Oh yeah, Jimmy Olsen.
Jimmy Olsen.
Absolutely. That was one of my big inspirations. Okay. Oh, he was my hero. I liked him better than Superman.
Jimmy Olsen.
Jimmy Olsen. Yeah. That's who I wanted to be. Was Jimmy Olsen.
Sure.
And
working the beat and getting the story and the scoop.
He was out there with a 4.5.
Yeah, but you're right.
Yeah.
It's changed.
It has changed tremendously, and the reason I've been able to stay in business for 40 years is you have to just keep changing with it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. What's the secret of success? There's somebody out there listening, and Rita's show, Real Life Adventures, is about an adventure, and what better adventure than the American dream?
Yeah.
That when you think about it, we're a country of immigrants. We've come here for generations to build and build a better life and all the American ideals, but at the heart of it is the spirit of free enterprise and the world. We've been the world envy in many ways because an entrepreneur can start with nothing, and so many businesses do start and so many businesses don't make it. You see those statistics, but to make it 40 years, you've got to have some of those secrets under your belt.
Yeah, I started out with a couple $100 worth of equipment.
Okay.
And working out of an apartment actually at that time. We didn't have a house yet. And I think the thing was that I've known other photographers who have opened huge studios and they made a lot of money for a while, and then the economy's turned and they'd be out of business.
Right.
And like all of the big studios now, they're all out of business. They're all gone. They've all gone bankrupt. And I always stayed small enough that I could survive the hard times.
Right.
And so that helped a lot, was being able to just ride out the bad times. And then also, something you have to love it. Because since I've started in business, and even today, I still work between 60 and 80 hours a week. But the thing is, if you're doing something you love doing, I never feel like I'm working.
Right.
It's like having fun all the time. And then plus, like all the chamber functions I go to and things like that. That's part of my job.
Sure.
And all the networking, but it's also fun.
You get to establish relationships and people and get
and
back.
Luckily,
I know you do. You're very generous with not only, I'm sure, the chamber, but many other organizations in terms of what
6 or 7 organizations. I am out probably 3 to 4 nights a week.
Wow.